in today's Sharp Saturday video, where every Saturday here at Survival on Purpose, we take a look at something sharp. We're going to take a look at a knife that was requested by a couple of viewers that I review, the Kisljar Supreme Amigo neck knife. That's what's coming up next here on Survival on Purpose. Welcome back to Survival on Purpose, your home for trustworthy information and gear reviews related to camping, survival, and general preparedness for regular folks. My name's Brian. Thanks for joining me. And I did a couple of Kisljar Supreme reviews a while back, and I had a few people request that I take a look at the Amigo, which is a neck knife, this neck knife here from the folks at Kisljar Supreme. So I reached out to my friends at Cast Iberia up in Chattanooga, Tennessee, who are the national U.S. importers for the Kisljar Supreme knives, and they were kind enough to send me one of these Amigos. So we're going to take a look at it. My initial take on it is it's a pretty cool little knife. It's a nice little neck knife, comes with a really nice little sheath, and pretty cool. So anyway, like I said, we're going to take a closer look at this, get to doing some of that knife stuff, maybe even try to balance test it. I'm not really successful balance testing these little bitty knives, but we'll do what we can with it. But before we do that, as always, got to give a big thanks to the folks at Big Daddy Unlimited and to you for checking Big Daddy Unlimited out, because the way that helps the channel is if you go to survivalonpurpose.com/BDU, get signed up for your trial 1-month membership for just 99 cents at Big Daddy Unlimited. Check them out. Find out how much money they can save you on stuff that you probably already buy anyway. If you think it's a good deal, stick around for the $9.99 a month or $99 a year membership, then they'll send me a couple of bucks for introducing you. So if it's a win for you, it's a win for me, and it's a win for them, it's a win for everybody. And who doesn't like winning, right? So anyway, thanks again to that. That's survivalonpurpose.com/BDU. I think you'll save some money. I know I save money there every year. So anyway, without any more rambling about that, let's get down to the old stump top, and we'll get to doing some of that neck knife stuff. Here is the Kisljar Amigo. This is Kuma over here. He's watching. So let's talk about this real quickly. This is the D2 version. This knife is also available in AUS 8. So it's marketed as a neck knife. See, it's got this neck lanyard on it. So let's talk about the specs of this thing. So first of all, the overall length of this knife is just 5 1/4 inches. And it features a 2 3/4 inch blade of black titanium coated D2 steel with a Rockwell hardness of 60 to 63, with a thickness at the guard here of about 3/16 of an inch. The handle length is 2.5 inches, and this one is High Vis Blue G10. Have several different colors available. It weighs just 2.4 ounces. And the sheath, which is lovingly marked as Amigo, lets you know what it is a tension fit G10 sheath. And you can see that there's a little jimping here on the sheath, a little jimping here on the back of the knife, and you can push this off with your finger like so, or if it's around your neck, you can just pull it out. A little bit of jimping here for a thumb ramp, and a little jimping up here, and it has a little bit of some scallops in here for your finger, a little finger groove there, and a couple of lashing holes here. And it's a full tang knife. So, hey Kuma. So you can either hold it like this, or you can just hold it like this, or whatever. So what I thought we'd do is, as usual, we'll start off with a redneck sharp test. And this, by the way, again, is made in Russia. Now, full disclosure, this thing, it didn't seem to be as sharp as I wanted it to be, so I did hit it on a ceramic rod a couple of times. But let's just see. Ready? Ready for the redneck sharp test. Here we go. And it's okay, not perfect, but it did remove some of the hair there, but probably should have hit it a little more, but still could use a little work. Man, these mosquitoes are all over me. Okay, I got to get the refills for my Thermacell, so let's do some knife stuff with it. You want to try paper cutting first? By the way, the price of this thing is $95 MSRP. And it's about 73 bucks on Amazon for the blue and 68 for the black, and you can find it other places too. We'll just go ahead and do the paper test. And like I said, I probably should have hit it on the stone a little better, because it's not. It doesn't really. Let's just say it's not super sharp out of the box. Okay, so we'll just go with that. So what about some plain old wood stuff? Well, let's just baton this down just a little bit. I know that's silly because it's a small knife, but we'll go ahead and baton it down a little bit. Kumi, you need to back up, bud. Get back. I guess Kumi wants to be the star of this video, which is fine with me. He's much better looking than I am. But if this hits you, it's going to hurt. Okay, let's keep going with it. Get back, buddy. This will hurt you. It'll cut you. You don't want to get cut. All right. So this, by the way, is some, I believe this is called Rose of Sharon. I'm not sure. It's just a very soft wood. Let's try some feathers now. Curls or whatever you want to call them. And anyway, so not too bad there. It did okay. I will say, put my finger through the hole. You see I got a little dent there from pressing down on it that way. But if you hold it this way, just like a regular knife, it works just fine too. You don't have to put your finger in the hole. So yeah, so there's that. Let's continue on with the standard testing. I mean, we did a little batoning, we did a little carving. Let's see if this thing will strike a little old ferro rod. This happens to be one of my favorite ferro rods ever, the Exotac Fire Rod XL. Let's just see what happens. We got a pretty decent sharp spine there. Oh yeah, it should be fine. Let's see. Now these shavings are not really like super tiny. Let's just see. But it went. If it doesn't go out, oh, there it goes. It looks like it might become fully involved. So it really wouldn't be a good knife video without the old fat wood, which has been, I just removed this from its storage space, and we'll go ahead and do a little carving of the fat wood and see if it makes a difference. And you got to get this oxidized stuff off the outside. And this is a little kind of a less than optimal section of the fat wood. It's got a lot of oxidation on it. We'll go back down here and see what happens if we get on this end again. Carve that oxidation off and see what happens. But there's a little bit. Back in storage. Let's see how she does on the fat wood. A little bit faster there. Okie dokie. Oh, and I also want to show you, before we get to the scientific portion of the testing, in addition to being a neck knife, again, it comes with an optional little clip that you can clip onto the neck. You can bolt onto here, to these holes, and you can use this for a belt sheath or a vest sheath. Put it on Molly or something, you know, on a loop on your belt or something like that. So, and it comes with little Chicago screws too. So there's that. Okay, so that was some of the practical testing with the Amigo, and like I said, it really does. Wow, I look like I got a halo here with the sun shining behind my back. Let me move over here. Is this better? Sorry. So anyway, because I'm certainly no angel. The edge on this thing out of the box could use some work, in my opinion. At least the one I got was. You know, I don't know how consistent that would be, but it definitely is. It's D2 steel, so it's going to take a little work to get it there. But when it's there, it should be there. So, but as I said, this is a neck knife. The neck lanyard is kind of tight on me. I actually had to loosen it up a little bit, but it goes right here in front of my microphone, probably making all kinds of racket really well. But let's just see. This might be a little high for me for a neck knife, but You know, the practical stuff is all good, but you know, here at Survival on Purpose, we are all about the science. And to that end, we maintain a state-of-the-art, cutting-edge knife testing facility here at Survival on Purpose Worldwide headquarters. One of the tests I like to put all the fixed blades through is the balance, orientation, and rotation device to test the aerodynamic balance. I'll be honest with you, these small knives, I have not been very successful in my getting my calibration right on the testing, because they're harder. They want to flip and spin and twist more, I think. I don't know, but we're going to give it a shot for the sake of science. So let's try this. I'm going to try to keep myself in the shadow a little bit so that the sun's not blinding me, and we'll just see how it goes. So, and no promises on this one. Well, the first one was a miss. Second one was a miss. Third time's a charm. One more time. Go get it, Kuma, go get it. Go get the ball. Good boy. Okay, that's 3 out of about 6. We're gonna call this thing balanced because Kuma wants to play too much. Okay. Well, I actually did better than I thought I would with this, because like I said, these small ones, I really not had a lot of success with them. They're just a lot harder for me to properly balance tests. But anyway, gotta say, my overall impression of this thing, first impression, and I say first impression, it's actually the third impression, because I have shot this exact same video 3 times, one time with a really bad light, the other time with a really bad angle, so hopefully this time you can see everything. So I've had a little experience with it, which is why I touched the edge up a little bit, but I didn't touch it up enough. So, but full transparency, I didn't want to hide that from you. I definitely, it came out of the box what I would consider not sharp enough. It wasn't redneck sharp, and it wasn't paper cutting sharp, and it wasn't really quite carving sharp. So I think that it has, obviously it's D2 steels, it's hardened properly, it's got the potential to be sharpened and be a really good little knife. I like the way it feels, I like the, you know, everything about it I like, other than the edge was not sharp enough. And so that's pretty easily fixed, but it's got to be fair with you and tell you about it. So if you're looking for a really cool little neck knife, this would be small enough to fit in a survival kit, but it's got enough blade on enough size. It could be functional if you get it sharp enough. And it could even be a little self-defense knife, but again, especially for self-defense knives, they need to be stinking sharp. So, because you know, you don't want to take any chances when you're talking about self-defense. So anyway, it's Kislyak Supreme Amigo D2, and pretty cool little knife made in Russia. And so, as of right now, they're still importable. So, different colors and all that stuff. So, again, a big thanks to the folks at Big Daddy Unlimited for making these Sharp Saturday videos possible by creating a situation where you can support the channel and save money at the same time. Just go to survivalonpurpose.com/BDU, get your first 30-day membership for just 99 cents, and see if it makes sense for you. If it does and you stick around, then I'll make a couple of bucks and you'll save some money. So I really appreciate your support. Once again, my name's Brian. You're watching Survival on Purpose. Remember, survival's not an accident, so be prepared. I'll see you next time.